हैप्पीनेस।
जय श्री राम बाबा जी।
जय श्री राम बाबा।
जैसे मेरे बच्चे कुछ कहना चाहता है।
अपना भी जो बोलो ना, वो बचपन में जब वो माँ बाप आशीर्वाद दे देते वो समझ नहीं आता है, वो रियलाइजेशन बाद में।
साई राम, साई राम।
बच्चे वो करते हैं, वो रोज करते हैं, लेकिन वो समझना उन वो कैसे आएगा बच्चे को, इवन तो उनको हर दिन बोलते हैं भैया दो आशीर्वाद।
उसको एक काम करते हैं, इसको भी इंक्लूड करते हैं, इस चीज को भी साथ में लेते हैं। साईराम बच्चे, टुडे वी हैव टू टॉपिक्स मेरा बच्चा, गिवन बाय ऑल ऑफ यू चिल्ड्रन ओनली। आप तो बच्चों ने दिया सक्सेस एंड हैप्पीनेस एंड हाउ डज द चिल्ड्रन गेट कनेक्टेड, what will make the children get connected. So there are a couple of things including in that part. So let's go. First part is that बच्चों को कैसे जोड़े. What is that when we bless the children, what is that will help them? That will help them to merge into it. उनको कैसे लगे. तो पहले बच्चों की बात करते हैं. Right? Let's go back to the roots and then we'll come back. Huh? अब आपने as a parent what do we do? सबसे पहला क्या करते हैं, छोटे बच्चे को गोदी में लिया, पाला, बड़ा किया, बच्चों को खिलाया पिलाया, 3 साल बाद स्कूल भेजा, सब कुछ करना। ये जब हमारे बच्चे की यात्रा शुरू होती है, एक्चुअली विल गो बैक लिटिल मोर डीपर, इससे भी पहले चलते हैं। लेट्स गो मोर लिटिल मोर फॉर मोर यंगर चिल्ड्रन एंड पेरेंट्स टू गो बाय। तो वंस यू आर planning a seed, whether you're planting a seed or plant out, आप घर पे एक प्लांट लगाना चाहते हो, या आप मान लो आपकी शादी होगी ना, अब यू प्लानिंग फॉर अ बेबी. In both the cases, in the first case, when you're planting a seed, you're wanting to have a crop, what do? You go deeper in the land. आप क्या करते हो, आप पूरी मिट्टी को बहुत डीप से हल चलाते हो, right? Why do we do that? To remove anything which is stone or unwanted or not properly done or nurtured, so that the turning can happen, the sun can be given down, your nutrition can be sent, so much things, right? We do that. So then we start putting things or seeds to dalna, cover. So similarly, when you are planning for a baby, right, what is their needed? Guys, giving me that. So the very first thing, the both parents should know one thing, very, very important, mera bacha. If we are wanting a soul to come, our state of mind should be the best. क्या होना चाहिए? Our state of mind. Why? Now, if you are planning a baby and you are not mentally, both of you aligned, if both the parents are not aligned when they are planning, there will be an impact on the child. Because the development of a child will come, whatever the parents are thinking will penetrate in. And during the period, till that period of time, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, both the parents have to be very careful. What they talk, what they eat, what they think. Why? Because this is going to impact the baby. He will only take whatever you are going through this. So now baby, with the process happens, you took care of it, you were talking divine, you were talking Nam Simran, you were reading Ramayana, whatever, right? Maybe you were reading Japji Sahib. Well, you were reading something. So the child will get that. A consistent and constant name chanting helps a child to grow better. आप जब एक बच्चा गर्भ में आता है, उस समय अगर आप नाम सिमरन करते हो तो बच्चे पे बहुत असर पड़ता है. अच्छा, Now the process goes on, the child comes in the world. अब जैसे ही बच्चा संसार में आता है, पहली चीज क्या होती है? माता पिता, पेरेंट्स, वो हाथ में लेते हैं बच्चे को. Now the relationship starts to connect. The child doesn't know that they are my parents. Does the child know? The child doesn't know. बच्चे को नहीं पता मेरे माता पिता कौन है, बट बच्चे को लिया प्यार करना. जब आप प्यार करते हो, बच्चे को अपने साथ नर्चर करते हो, it gets to start to connect. His eye starts to recognize. Now that period of time, आप बच्चे को ला 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 पहले बेटे पापा बोलो, फिर मम्मी बोलो, फिर दादा बोलो. What is the first word? We are insisting on first word of the child. Now instead of putting that, wherever your faith lies, on whatever thing your faith lies, your faith suppose lies on Ram, so you will tell the child to say Ram. The first word to say Ram. Now why does we want that to do Ram? Why? The something which is immortal, which is always going to be there with him. आपके बच्चे ने पहली बारी जब राम कहा, तो वो धीरे धीरे हर बात पे राम राम राम, because he learned that first word, he will never forget. So we miss that part. Most parents miss that part, that journey, whole journey. There is nothing called parenting planning or parenting education. But we need a baby. But शादी होगी, we need a no. भैया नहीं. You are wanting a soul to come in a body form. आप चाहते हो एक आत्मा एक शरीर से बाहर आए. You must be thinking 20 times to bring that soul. देना उसने है, देना ना देना परमात्मा के हाथ में है. हमारे एफर्ट्स हैं, लेकिन हमारी प्लानिंग तो होती है. यू प्लान फॉर योर वर्क, राइट? आप जॉब का प्लान करते हो, घर का बजट प्लान करते हो, परचेज प्लान करते हो. यू डू ऑल द प्लानिंग व्हाट यू वांट टू डू ऑन अ मंथली बेसिस. व्हाई डोंट वी प्लान अ चाइल्ड? व्हाई? And now the child till the age of 3 साल तक उस बच्चे को आप क्या सिखाते हो? माता पिता ही सिखाते हो, और तो कोई नहीं सिखाता. Does anybody else teach? No, right? Only parents give the teach. Now some parents have time, some parents don't have time. कई माता पिता के पास बहुत समय होता है, कई माता के पास समय नहीं होता. The child is growing. बच्चा चल रहा है, हो रहा है, चल रहा है. अचानक बच्चा 5 साल का, अभी now he has to go to school. स्कूल भेज दिया. Well, I'll drop you to the bus stand, I will drop you to the school, I'll drop this, I'll drop whatever, right? क्या बात? So we don't realize as parents that this period of time when we are really wanting things to happen, we are not realizing that.
The case of when you're giving birth to it, what about those kids who have been abandoned by their parents, or whose parents have passed away after they are born or after some time?
Valid मेरा बच्चा, very valid. कुछ बच्चे ऑर्फन भी होते हैं. We are not we can definitely, जो बच्चे ऑर्फनेज चले जाते हैं, एक तो ऑर्फनेज की जिम्मेदारी है. जो बच्चे अडॉप्ट कर लेता तो वो उनकी जिम्मेदारी है. आप किसी भी, we talked about a plant also ना बच्चे, we talked about not only a child, we also talked about a plant. अगर आप चाहते हो कि आपके घर में कोई पौधा लगे, प्लांट लगे, तो उस प्लांट को टेक केयर करने की जिम्मेदारी किसकी है? आप क्या करोगे? आप क्या बाजार से, see what happens is, I'll give you this example. I'll give you this is my learning. I'll share with you. So I thought कि at the back side पे वो क्या बोलते हैं आप, स्प्रूस, हम लोग बैक को मोरपंखी टाइप के पत्ते प्लांट्स आते हैं वो लगाते हैं, we'll put that part. So I went and I told Lowe's, not from anybody else, Lowe's has the best plant, let's get the best plant, let's get the digging done, let's put everything, plant it. What happened? All of them died except maybe one. Hold this. ताकि सब पकड़ो। यहाँ ला बच्चे। अब जो बच्चे पुत्र जैसे आपने कहा, everybody has a responsibility. If I'm running an orphanage, for me, every child must learn.
That means from the accountability point of view, pun intended, the orphanage is responsible. Even if they don't discharge their duty properly in the accounts, they will be held responsible.
हाँ, आप जिस चीज को पाल रहे हो, आप जिस चीज को चला रहे हो, उनकी जिम्मेदारी है उसको सही तरीके से उसका पालन करना। आप राज्य चला रहे हो, आप राजा हो, same thing, right? If you're a king also, it is the same responsibility. You're a father, it is the same responsibility. You're a soldier, it's the same responsibility. You're a policeman, it's the same responsibility. Are you abiding by your, it's your call, right? तो अब क्या होगा? अब coming to Rakesh's point, right? कैसे होगा? अब हमने, we had a gap. We did not pay attention. We did not know. We were never taught. We never had this discussion. We did not know, which just happens. Most of the cases, this happens. Now, when we plan to grow our children, we have all the love for them, like our parents had for us. बच्चों को प्यार करना, बच्चों को लेके जाना, बच्चों को ये, बच्चों को वो. How many times are we thinking that we are not permanent? As parents also. Who will go, who will not go, we don't know. But in realistical terms, in majority of times we believe that bhaiya, there is something beyond. So that kind of an education, when we start to give our kids, we sit and talk to them. Now, because we never said, the kids never saw that we are touching our parents' feet. We are taking blessing from our parents. We are looking into towards them. We are talking. Suppose we are at distance. So we are talking to them. We are doing everything to them. So that connection, when that is got, that gets missing. In today's time, that is big time miss. Right? Parents are somewhere else. We are somewhere else. Our parents are not there. Whatever the case could, scenario could be. The kids don't see that. The kids only see you and me. They see what is there on the face. Now, all that period of time, have we ever tried to build that relationship? जो बच्चे हमें देखते हैं, हमारे कोई एक दूसरे को एक्नॉलेज करते हैं, मदर फादर को देखा, मदर फादर या तो झगड़े में है या अपने पास टाइम नहीं है, आई एम वर्किंग, यू आर वर्किंग, बस हम वर्किंग में हैं, आप दोनों का ध्यान या तो वर्किंग में है या उसमें है. तो जो बच्चा जिसको आप पाल रहे हो, यू कैनॉट पुट हिम इन अ क्रिब और यू कैनॉट पुट हिम इन समथिंग कि चल भैया खाना खा लो, चलो मैं आती हूँ. But as they start to grow and their understanding gets to a point, they don't have the acceptance now. Because they never got the connection. But parents who start to make connection with children, जो from the beginning, their kids are still confined. They will still listen to you. They will still obey you. They will still try to follow. But still the basic roots gets missing. अब जैसे इन्होंने कहा राकेश ने कि बच्चों के मन में कैसे आया कि हमको क्या देना चाहते हैं, तो क्या होता है तो जब बच्चों का प्यार कर, when you loving them and you blessing them, how do they understand this? Now when you hold, when our mother holds us, gives us a hug, what happens to us? We melt. We don't want to leave our mother. That motherly touch. Father कहते we don't have a motherly touch. It's not that. I don't believe in that. The love doesn't change either mother or father. Love is still love, same. But the same warmth, when you give them, they feel it. But that should continue from beginning. Now you have come to a point, you need to build that relationship now. You need to work harder than before. Because now you want to, it is like, you want to do you can't drop that building, not renovation. Not only renovation may not be the right word, but trying to change the interiors to make it look more beautiful. ये building तो बन की है ना, it has already started to grow. अब जो इमारत बन गई है उसको तोड़ गिरा के तो नहीं बना सकते हैं, बिकॉज यहाँ पर हम एक मटेरियल की बात नहीं कर रहे, हम यहाँ जीवात्मा की बात कर रहे हैं. तो अभी क्या करना होगा? वी हैव टू वर्क हार्डर टू मेक दैट चेंजेस इनसाइड. हमें अपने बच्चों के साथ डबल मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, जो अगर हम शुरू से कर रहे होते तो नहीं होगी. जैसे राकेश said that we have to be very careful and mindful what we saying. Now also, we have to be very mindful. What are we talking? What are we saying from our tongue? What are we uttering? Anything? Even a husband wife to fight, let's say. This is normal, right? घरों में होता ही है. Right, Sandal? Fight normal, right? That's normal, right? No. So what happens is, when you want to fight, do fight. I'm not saying don't fight. झगड़ा करो, सिर फोड़ दो एक दूसरे का. But in your room, you come out with the bandage, no problem. क्या रघु? Huh? Come out with the bandage, no problem. Lekin, don't let the kids get impacted by that. Please avoid to make scenes in front of the children. I'm not saying you're going to corrupt them, but whatever they will listen, they will take it in. And that becomes, if you go back to our childhood, we remember what happens. We all remember हमारे बचपन में क्या हुआ, माता पिता क्या करते थे, क्या बोलते थे. We all remember, right? So very careful. Please try, if you see a new married couple, if you see somebody is planning a baby, tell them, talk to them. You please be careful. Plan something nicely. Start chanting something from now. Discuss good. Examples are there. I understand not everybody could become Prahlad, but they can become Dhruv. If they cannot become Bhakt Prahlad, but they can become Bhakt Dhruv. In both cases. So Prahlad was inside when he got the teaching of Vishnu Sahasranam. Dhruv was missing his father's lap and was told to do Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Now imagine the chanting, power of chanting we discussed last time. That one chanting, that child got it so strong. Now, how many parents are really telling their children every single day, chant for 108 times? That will help you. That will give you peace. That will give you happiness. That will give you patience. रोज बच्चों को 108 कोई भी नाम देना, कोई भी नाम, any name. Because we felt no, मेरे बच्चे ला था. So if you need a good food dish, what do? You prep, right? आपको अच्छा खाना खाना है, you do all the preparations, you plan everything. Somebody is coming to my home, I need to plan. To plan. Why not in this case? Why? Next time, whoever, अगर आपके आसपास कुछ young parents, couples हैं, if they are planning some, even somebody is wanting to plant a little tree, fruit, flower, tell them to be careful. Careful means just with love, extra care. That's all. You want to bring a little plant home? Definitely bring. But talk to that plant. Talk to that plant. That plant will give you vibration and energy. That plant will attract you, pull you, because you have given that love to that plant. If you're just buying a plant for sake of a decoration, then don't do it. Because that carries the life. You must have a connection with the life. Until you make connections, things are not easy. All of us today here are for a connection. हम सबका connection है, इसीलिए हम सब एक साथ हैं. No connection, we won't be together. We don't know who you are, who I am, whatever. We need to be careful. That's all.
If we connect here, it could cause a problem connecting there. Because we could get involved with each other and stay at that level.
No, you got carried away. So we talked about a common element of a connection of divine. We did not talk about the connection. That is where you're stuck on that. If you are holding a desire, that is your part.
No.
I'm just
For
saying.
example, friends. You become friends with somebody and school days साथ में हो and you go. Then marriage हो गया उनका, then still. But that interaction maybe there were some things that you could have involved, but उस friend का support था, so you could not develop that side of yours. तो उसका support में मिल जाता था. I mean, if you are alone, you will struggle more. वो struggle होके जो path में आगे बढ़ने को मिलेगा, वो मिल नहीं रहा था. That was वो mess up हो जा रहा था. So that was a hindrance. आगे बढ़ने को actually हुआ नहीं. वो struggle हो नहीं पाया because वो comfort हो गया वहाँ पे friend के साथ. Network.
That was a compliment, right? He was complimenting certain minus point. So this is where it comes, Raja. It comes that when Paramatma, Bhagavan, sees that there is something common in people of, what happens? You choose a subject. Not everybody is not in the same classroom, right? Is it? No. Not same department in the company, right? So the people who are like-minded, who want to study that, only they come in that classroom. People who want to work in certain department, they only come together in that room. So automatically this is put there, whatever you choose to be. You will be given that easily. But you have to be determined on that. So coming back to this, and then we have to go to success and happiness, is that day-to-day life, if your children are already grown, don't worry about it. Keep double working with them. Spend little time with them. Have a time for your bhakti, because that is where you will pull.
I want to say something, but मुझे फंसा मत देना. इतना situation handle नहीं होता जितना दिया है. किड्स तो पागल हो जाएंगे पापा. ऐसे ही रहने दो.
एक बात ध्यान रखना बच्चे, सृष्टि में जो होना है वो सृष्टि का नियम है. Whatever is bound to happen, unfold, it is him. Don't get carried away that I should get this or I should not get it. Why did not I get this? Why? What did I do? There's nothing there. Don't get carried away. If you want to enjoy your life, if you want to be the happiest person, you have to be very careful that whatever you have is the best you have. Whatever will be coming, will the best be coming. Simple.
आपको कैसे पता जो आगे होने वाला है वो अच्छा नहीं होगा?
उतना तो खुद को जानता हूँ।
हमारे कौन गए?
अभी इतना स्ट्रगल होता है आने में। आप अगर माया का लेवल और बढ़ा दोगे फिर तो डूब जाऊंगा।
On a day-to-day life, मेरा बच्चा, very simple, every day. Let me put it this way, easier for all, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We were here yesterday. He went for job, but he came back. He was late. But all 4 of us were here from 5 o'clock. Obviously, we woke up at 4:30 or 4 o'clock. Right? 4 o'clock yesterday. Woke up, got ready, started cutting. Maybe even a little bigger before than that. Went back home. 1 o'clock we are leaving in the night, and we know 6 o'clock morning has to start. You're not going to go to the bed and sleep right away, right? So, but there was thought in your mind that I have to get up and go in the morning. Was it there? It is we who process a thought. It is we who think that way. Or I can do it. We actually predetermine them. We are already, we do a processing in ourselves, which is the most good and bad both goes along. If you keep telling your mind, you know what, that's it. So that will be, that's it only. You, beyond that stretched line, you will start feeling uncomfortable because you had put a line out there. But if you tell yourself, you know what, whatever will happen for the best, and whatever is happening for the best, then you're not pulling yourself. Because your irritation starts, you start to become uncomfortable because in your brain, there's a thought which said, I can't do this. And then you become like anything will come in your mouth and you do whatever you want to do. Because we have put a thought in our brain. We have done that. We fail to accept that if, imagine mera bacha, I'll give you this example, okay. So a few days back, there was a heavy snowfall outside, like a month back or 2 maybe, right? It was terrible snowstorm that all of a sudden the roads got blocked. How many people did not reach offices? Is it? Could not reach, could not move, traffic got jammed, like hey, we were watching from the window, everything got. Now what are we supposed to do at that situation? Rakesh. We left the house to go to work, we left in time, we took precautions, we took extra time, but still all of a sudden you got stuck in a traffic jam. What are you supposed to do? Anybody? You are stuck in a traffic jam, you left in time, you were actually 15 minutes even before the normal schedule. You're supposed to leave at from your home at 6:45, you left at 6:30. But still you got stuck in that traffic. What are you supposed to do?
You will just accept the situation. You
Whatever time
accept, you will go with the flow and you will try to take precautions.
But that acceptance doesn't come in every situation. Maybe in this situation, it was easier for us to accept.
No, we'll come back to it. We'll come.
There could be 2 thoughts. One, oh, I got stuck. Maybe let me turn around.
You can't turn around.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Or the second is, okay, whatever is happening, I did my best. Let me continue.
Now you are a job, but now you're a business owner and you are supposed to open the shop because there are people waiting outside your shop. They are all lined up because they know your shop is going to open at 9 o'clock. Now what? What is the situation? And there's nobody because you have the keys of the shop to open. You are the one who has to open the shop. Your employee doesn't have a key. Now what?
Do you have to leave more early? Like give yourself 1 hour.
It was all of a sudden. Now what?
You will still accept the situation and you know that the public, the customers also
90%,
know.
90% people will not. 90% people will get agitated, start cursing the traffic, start cursing the snow, start putting at things, take a right, take left. We will do everything possible to come out, take a different route. We'll do everything possible to reach wherever we need to reach. We will not think right and left that time.
And we worsen the situation by doing so.
Yes. Because we don't know the other route we are going to take, we may get stuck there also. We are thinking there's another route, but we got stuck. So what is best? The situation you are in.
When you are late and you have to go, that is the time, all the time lights will turn red. So you are tested more if you're getting agitated or not. There'll be a slow car in front of you.
So on one hand, you're telling us to accept everything. But on the other hand, people do come to you to want whatever they want, and then Baba gives it. So
There are two things here. When you're on a journey, Baba tells them to have an acceptance of your journey. When you start walking. Now somebody has come all of a sudden, I have a want. I want this, I want to be taken care of by this. They have nothing to do with any walking. They have nothing to do with any kind of an acceptance there. For them, because the realization factor is that I need this. I'm not in a situation that to accept what my situation is. Now you're telling the Lord, you're telling, these are very different fine situations on the other hand. Person who has come is already predetermined thought. If you find who has understood that whatever I have is the best I have, then he doesn't need to go anywhere. That's one thing. Second thing is that they have come across, suppose an astrology or something like this, right? So they came to know there is something that you cannot have this, but you have to find a solution to that. That is where people start to find a solution to get to that part. Get over with that. Then things go in that part. But when the person understands and accepts whatever I have is the best I have, he calms down, he settles down. His irritation will still be there, but it will take him time to settle down. Both the people go parallel. One, I have understood that whatever is happening for the best, but that is also not never smooth, because certain situation we don't like it. We may not like it. That is where we don't have acceptance to that situation, no matter what, no matter how wonderful and great that is, but we don't accept because I want to go to the birthday. I have told I'll be at the birthday, right? That happened. But if you feel that, you know what, I think it's okay. Whatever, I did not create the situation, I am in there, let me be enjoying good of that. So you will find a way, either this way or that way. But if your focus is that I have to go and I have to be there, then you will not be peaceful. Let the matters go. Might as well go. But if you feel that the situation I am in right now is the best and it's happening the best for me, you will call the other person and say, I may be late. I'm sorry, I'll be late. Because you can only enjoy one thing at a time. You cannot let your brain hamper or yourself give yourself pressure to be there where you are, where you don't want to be, and you're also thinking of the other thing. You have to only take one thing. You have to let go one thing. You cannot keep holding things in your hand, both sides. What has happened? You are losing your strength only. See, if I give you one hand here and one hand here. Example, okay? So Rakesh hold me a hand. Hold me hand. Now, Can I pull both of you? Or can both of you pull me? Why? I'll have to take only one hand. Either yours or yours. Either I walk here. So why would I pressure myself? Release yourself. Be calm. Let it flow. You'll be fine. But people who come with want, their desire is only want. Their desire is nothing to do with spiritual aspect. I want this. I want business.
जैसे जैसे वो आए हैं, तो मतलब want तो काफी लोग हैं, a lot of people want, but they don't even come to Baba. Because at least these people who come, they at least have something that they can think. When they come to Baba, at least there's something in them.
पुत्र क्या होता है कि I have met few children. They had nothing to do with Bhagwan. They don't believe in all that. Not at all. But they got stuck in a situation that they wanted something and somebody said, go to that place and you'll get it. Maybe Saitam, maybe somebody else, It doesn't, everybody does, you're right. Not everybody comes here. They've just, I think, a million places for people to go. There are a million people go. Like, there's not one place. There is so many places. Wherever, whoever finds, it's like the water of a canal. It finds its way to go wherever it can. That's fine. That's up to you. But if you got Baba, I love Baba's one part. Baba कहते हैं, wherever your soul gets peace, wherever you feel that is your place. Wherever you get peace of your soul. But then you have to surrender after that. Then don't keep nagging. Then don't keep pushing. Slowly, you'll get settled. That's a process.
So getting peace will help you surrender, or after
Acceptance.
you surrender, you will get peace.
Acceptance. First is acceptance. I accept my situation. I accept where I am at the best place. I accept that this is the place I can rise up. See, to give happiness to your 5, let's say, put it this way. If you are not in peace, you cannot give her peace, Raja. If you are expecting, be quiet, I don't want to talk to you right now, leave me alone, you're not getting anywhere. But if you say, do you mind giving me this time that I can get myself peace, and so that 6 days I can be with the family and happiness, or give me 2 hours here or 2 hours there so that I can rotate myself. You have to have that conversation of where you can talk. Things will always be up and down, my child, in life. We are not living in a perfect world. We are not perfect. We must accept where we are.
पर इसका एक और अदर साइड भी है ना बाबा, जैसे मैंने देखा मेरी मम्मी इतना नहीं करते प्रे, पर उनका विश्वास जैसे आपने बोला विश के साथ रिलेटेड है, तो वो उनके मंदिर में हर तरह के भगवान है, तो उनका कनेक्शन है जो विश के अकॉर्डिंग है। किसी ने बोल दिया कि बाबा ये विश पूरी करते हैं, बाबा ने करे हैं, चमत्कार दिखाए हैं, आप करो, तो अब उनके मंदिर में बाबा भी हैं, तो वो विश मांगती हैं, विश पूरी हो जाती है, तो मेरा फेथ है बाबा। जब कोई बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है, कोई ऐसी सिचुएशन आ जाती है, तो बाबा ने ऐसे क्यों कर दिया, बाबा सुनते नहीं। अब जब विश पूरी होगी तो बाबा सब कुछ है, जब कोई प्रॉब्लम आई तो बाबा कुछ नहीं है, तो वो तो फेथ भी नहीं है, वो तो
Putra, that is like you're in your little boat in the ocean. Now it is bumping, right? All of a sudden rain happens. You don't have an umbrella in the boat, right in the middle of the ocean, right? Baba, roko barsat, mera naav doob jayegi. This will sink if the rain keeps happening. Help me. The rain slows down. Your connection was wonderful.
वो तो एक प्रे होगी ना, पर उसकी बजाय आप ब्लेम कर रहे हो बाबा।
So we'll come to that. We're coming now. All of a sudden, then there are 2 ships coming on the other part. This little boat is there. We get intended, mera bacha, that we get carried away. Because every time we need a scoop. Every time. As a human being, I need a comfort of scoop. And that doesn't happen in life. You don't give your child everything. You give them what is needed. But let's come back to first thing is relationship with your children must be on a day-to-day basis and being giving them the right education. Very important. आप अपने बच्चों को definitely बताएं कि आपके अंदर you have a soul and you must work on a union with your soul. We are there till we are there, but ultimately you have to find who you are. This is one thing. आपके बच्चों को खुद को हमें भी we should also know that there is a union. हमारे अंदर परमात्मा है और हमें उसे ढूंढना है. That is one thing. Second thing is Deepak asked and said, success and happiness. What is success and what is happiness? Is happiness related to success or is success related to happiness?
I think happiness is related to success.
What success? What type of success?
Whatever your goal is.
Whatever your goal is. And if your goal is to get whatever you want to get, and if you don't get, then happiness doesn't exist.
Well, then I will see where are my problems, where I am lacking, then I will work towards that.
Right. So you're working on that, but is that happiness there or not there? So happiness is nothing else, or sadness is nothing else. It's just a state of mind. It is just a state of mind.
ऐसे कुछ पर्सनल डिस्कशन हुआ जैसे अगर किसी के पैसे गुम गए उसके लिए सैडनेस, किसी को मिले उसके लिए हैप्पी. और जैसे बहुत ही अमीर लोग हैं वो तो willingly देते हैं but they are still happy. So it is all in the mind. वो देकर भी खुश हैं तो कुछ थोड़ा सा गुम जाता है वो. So it is.
We have to be careful, mera bacha. Success is, suppose you want a success for your family, you want to be able to have good wealth, you want to have good life for your children, you want to have a beautiful home, you want to have things, very fine. Or you are able to pay your bills also. That is also, let's say that way. That's your. Did you do your efforts? Did you do your right efforts day in and day out? Did you really work out? You cannot come and say, oh, you know what, weather is bad. You know what, my mood is not good. You know what, I'm not going to go. You know what, you talk to me like that. You know what, I don't like this. But yeah, you are a problem for yourself. That's the first thing. I'll give you an example. So I had a family who went through a tough time. Tough means they went into debt because somebody cheated them. They did some trading business and that all money got doomed in the trading. The family went under the debt of $183,000. $183,000 because they trusted the person, showed him all the lucrative offers of how you will become a millionaire in no time. And he did with a lot of people. But this gentleman had a good relationship. He gave $183,000. And all money went down. But the moment the person realized that money is gone, now maybe the house will be gone, whatever will happen, he did not give up. He started working 2 to 3 jobs. He made a goal that what timelines will I be able to come out of debt? And recent past, they are out of the debt. He did not stop. At age, he was not a young person. But he worked and worked and worked and worked to get out of debt. Was it success or happiness?
What need of the hour?
He had his own business. His shop is there. He found a night job in security. He will only sleep 4 hours. Till the time he came out of debt, he kept working. Need of the hour, but the efforts were there. You put your heart and soul to be success, if you call it success. Sometimes you may not get success. I'm not saying that every passenger, if you're an Uber driver, every passenger will not say, you know what, $20 is the charges of your driving. Here's a $20 bill for you because you've been very kind to me. You may hardly get $5. But that doesn't mean nothing. You must enjoy driving, first of all. You must be happy to pick up anybody and drop anybody because you have chosen to drive. Who comes and who goes should not be your problem. You should find a happiness within you. How do you find happiness in you? It's up to you. If you find 36 excuses around you, why can't you find unhappiness in you? Why are you relying on other people to give you happiness? There is nobody who can give you inside happiness, a temporary happiness. Suppose I come, I meet somebody and we say, hey, Raghu, give me a hug. We met. Wow, everything. But that should always be there. Always. I can be upset with you for certain things, but I should not be carrying that with me because that will hinder our relationship. If I am not able to see, if you're not a fighter, you're not getting anything. Not every fighter wins. Some fighters have to die, right? But am I going to lose my fight? At least I will fight. I'm a soldier. As a soldier, I will do what I'm supposed to do. Will I get through or not? That's up to him. I'll leave it to you. But I will do my effort. I will do everything possible in my spirit. And that is my happiness. I'm doing everything and I'm failing. Maybe a good reason. Maybe I'm not doing something right. Or maybe I'm doing everything right. Maybe I'm being tested. That means something more beautiful is supposed to come. Something more nice is supposed to happen. Maybe the compensation of life will come from somewhere else. If you're doing your hard work, it never goes down. Never, never, never. It may not be today, it may be tomorrow, it may be a day after, but it will come. I can only tell you this, Raja. If you choose not to do things, I'll give you another example. Chalo. I'll help you here. So yesterday night, it was around 1 o'clock, and I don't know who we were sitting. We're discussing, it's already 1 o'clock. All of these children are gone late. We can, delay things. You know what Baba said to Satya? Baba said, suppose he, him, her, they are thinking, Bhaiya, or children waiting here. Tomorrow morning is satsang. We'll have a discussion. What is their fault? Because they're expecting something to happen. Right? I have to do my job. If I get 4 or 5 hours, that's okay. Because there are more people, children waiting. I have to give. Second part of this. So since yesterday, I don't know what happened. Again, they started to swell up for them, right? Shall I take this as an excuse not to do things? Or shall I say, no worries, we'll together do something? What should I do? Remember, happiness is when you decide that you want to give somebody. Kudiya said that yesterday, right? Happiness is only when you start giving things. Start giving happiness, not start taking happiness. When you give, you start to enjoy. आप जब देना शुरू करते हो तो खुशी अपने आप कई गुना बढ़ती चली जाती है. आप you start getting feeling, decorating Bhagavan, doing whatever, you start enjoying it because there is something who's giving you that breeze, who's protecting you, who's guiding you, who is there in a nirakar bhav with you. That nirankar, that nirakar, that unseen is always there. Always. How you feel sometimes there's an aroma in this air. There's some smell coming, but there's nothing around. But I can feel something. What is that? Illusion? No, it's not. Why do you feel sometimes, oh, I remember those moments, I want to cry? Why? Come in this moment. Live in this moment. Your success and happiness lies in your efforts. Just do the right effort. Don't find shortcuts in your life. Shortcuts will never lead to any success. There is no shortcut success in life. There's nothing. People say, oh, that person did a shortcut. You don't know what that person did. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about myself. अगर मुझे शांति चाहिए, मुझे खुशी चाहिए, मुझे सक्सेस चाहिए, मुझे हैप्पीनेस चाहिए, तो मुझे अपने एफर्ट्स को देखना है. We discussed it last time. Let's go back last week. What is the key thing? On a daily basis, chanting name. नाम सिमरन करना, नाम जपना every day, morning and evening. किसी का भी नाम. कुछ नहीं कर सकते. You suppose you don't know nothing. You know Ram, you know Shiva, you know Narayan. Who else? And the best thing also, people, and always one thing we missed last time was that whenever you're sitting for chanting, whenever you're sitting for prayers, what is the first thing? Very first thing. Huh?
Timing, place.
Huh? Anywhere. Anywhere you are, what is the first thing you should start with? Very first thing. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. That's the first thing. Wow. Why? Why Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara? Your faith in your Guru strengthens up and the grace starts to happen. Very important, very, very important. Very important. So before we lead anywhere, mere bachche, I request all of you, every single day, make relation and love with each other. आप अपने परिवार में सबके साथ प्रेम दो. कोई गाली देता है तो भी प्रेम. Somebody is bad to you, give them love. Still give them love. Somebody is not, doesn't matter. You do your job. Suppose you cannot get along, आप एक दूसरे के साथ, still then be quiet. Don't try to tear it off. रिश्तों को खींचो नहीं, छोड़ दो. Don't stretch them. Leave it loose. If you try to pull your relationship, you're removing the elasticity. And if the elasticity of relationship is gone, you're not getting anything. रिश्तों में खिंचाव नहीं होना चाहिए. अपना कर्म करें. अपने बच्चों को, अपने माता पिता को, सगे संबंधी सबको, और खुशी के लिए नाम जपें. डेली नाम जपें. अपने आप सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Everything will fall in place. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु. श्री सच्चिदानंद सतगुरु महाराज की जय. I take permission from Sai मेरा बच्चा. Sai.